Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. Weekend traffic totals keep ticking up on I-70. Volume has grown every weekend since late June, hitting a summer high of 145,000 cars this Friday through Sunday. That's 2.5% higher than last weekend, 4.5% higher than July 4th. So far this month, 425,000 cars have traveled I-70 through Summit weekends only. That's just under 2% slower than the same time last year. Summit County Coroner has identified the paddleboarder who likely drowned on Lake Dillon Saturday as 25-year-old Miguel Mendez of Englewood. Official cause of death is pending. Mendez was tossed from his board by a blast of wind and sunk 60 feet to the bottom. A hotly contested mobile home park in Silverthorne is now empty and ready for demolition.
In a place like Summit County, where redevelopment is happening at a frenzied pace, that land is valuable. And in the case of the mobile home park in Silverthorne, a developer is able to put up about 50, vacation condos on it.
That was Peter Bakken with Mountain Dreamers. The local nonprofit defended 68 residents at that park, winning them undisclosed money from the developer, but not the right to stay in their homes.
They don't deserve to be told that you're expendable. And in the case of some mobile home parks, including Silverthorne, they're being displaced from the homes that they own, and yet they can't move them in most cases because they're too old.
Summit is home to 3 remaining trailer parks, all on county land. County Commissioner Tamara Pogue.
You always want to start by protecting the housing that you have. And what happened in Silverthorne is really a good example of why you want to do that.
Pogue says special zoning gives these residents a small buffer against redevelopment, but the land can still be sold. Meanwhile, mobile homes have been selling for over $500,000 each in Breckenridge. Price last month did drop below $500,000, but all of those homes can still have the property sold out from under them. Summit locals know lots about living at altitude, but doctors know very little about the way it impacts your long-term health.
There are a lot of studies in third world countries, places like Bolivia and Peru and Nepal. But one of the problems with that, as it relates to us in Summit County, is that there are so many other factors that bias the research, such as nutrition and education and socioeconomic issues.
That was Dr. Ben Hahnemann with the High Altitude Research Center in Denver. The center, known as HARC, is launching a new study in Summit, looking at the decades-long impacts of altitude on common conditions
like hypertension and diabetes and heart disease and lung disease, even cancers.
It's inspired by the Framingham study, launched in the mid-1900s and now in its third generation.
What kinds of things potentially work in your favor in terms of living in Summit County versus those things that don't? And then it would be the jumping off point for looking more closely at specific individual medical issues.
First step in this new altitude study is a survey open now to most anyone who lives full-time in Summit. They need thousands of responses. Find that survey at harcsummit.org. That's HARC summit.org. Local fire danger remains moderate today, with no fire restrictions in Summit. In sports, the Rockies are off through Friday for the All-Star break. Tonight is the Home Run Derby on ESPN. Tomorrow's the All-Star game. And in local sports, brought to you by Red Mountain Autos at their new location on Airport Road. Saturday was the 10K at 10,000 feet on Vail Mountain, where Joshua Smith of Vail won the men's title. Just seconds behind him was Joshua Ernst of Breckenridge. Selma Nevins of Edwards won the women's title. On the short course, Selma's brother, Sven, took the men's race. Lucy Perkins, also of Edwards, claimed the women's. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.